Namaste everyone, this is Rupi Raja and today I will give the NFO review for DSP Nifty Healthcare Index Fund. Before starting the video, I'd like to give the disclaimer that the opinions and facts given in this video is not financial advice. The disclaimer is given to clarify that my content is for informational and educational purposes only. While I share my analysis on perspectives on stocks and mutual funds, I am not a certified financial advisor and everyone's financial situation is unique. The disclaimer ensures you understand that any investment decision should be based on your own research or guidance from a licensed professional. As equity markets carry risk, it's all about keeping things transparent and encourage responsible investing. For talking about the DSP Healthcare Index Fund, I would like to explain what is an NFO. NFO stands for New Fund Offering, and a new fund offer is the first time an investment firm offers a new mutual fund to its investor. It is just like an initial public offering, but it is for mutual funds. Talking about what are mutual funds, a mutual fund is a financial vehicle that pools money from many investors to invest in a diversified portfolio of securities such as stocks, bonds, and other assets. Investors buy net asset value units in the mutual fund, becoming partial owners of all its holdings, and a professional fund manages that portfolio on your behalf, and an expense ratio is charged for it. Talking about the DSP Nifty Healthcare Index Fund, the launch date for this index fund is 2nd June 2025 and the end date is 16 June 2025. The allotment date for this unit is 20 June 2025. This fund is an open-ended index that invests in the top 20 healthcare companies covering sectors like pharmaceuticals, hospitals, diagnostics, healthcare research, analytics, and technology. This Nifty Healthcare Index rebalances semi-annually to reflect the top 20 healthcare stocks from the Nifty 500 universe. It is a passive fund and it follows the Nifty Healthcare Index. This scheme is managed by Anil Ghelani and Dipesh Shah, and they have managed passive funds very well, and even the fund house DSP is very good. Talking about the Nifty Healthcare Index, approximately 52% of total revenues for Nifty Healthcare Index companies come from global markets. And I have already told you that Trump is a risk factor. So, the Nifty Healthcare Index will contain the top 20 healthcare companies, which as of now includes Sun Pharma, Divi's Lab, Cipla, Max Healthcare, Dr. Reddy's Lab, Torrent Pharma, Apollo Hospitals, Mankind Pharma, Zydus Life Spaces, Lupin, Aurobindo Pharma, Abbott India, Alcom Lab, Fortis Healthcare, and other companies. Talking about the valuation of the index, I have taken the chart of price to book ratio of the index from Skinner.com website, and you can see over here the present price to book ratio of the index is like close to the median value, so it is not heavily overvalued. You can see over here the price to earning ratio of the index, that also you can see it is below the median value. So you can say that it makes good case to invest in this index fund. Before moving on, I would like to suggest to my subscribers to make an account of Skinner.com because it is a very good website to analyze indexes and stocks. Personally, I found the website very good and I would suggest you guys also to experiment on this website. Talking about the return expectation, the 10-year CAGR of this index fund is 13% and I feel that it is a good return. Talking about taxation, this index fund will be taxed like all other equity funds, wherein the short-term capital gains tax of 20.8% including cess will be charged if you try to book your profits before 1 year, and 12.5% long-term capital gains tax will be charged if you try to book your profits after 1 year on gains exceeding 1.25 lakhs annually. But you should note that this taxation structure can be changed anytime by the Government of India in the future. Talking about my opinion, as already shown that the healthcare index is fairly valued and not extremely undervalued. Mr. Donald Trump is a wild card that can put tariffs suddenly before India USA free trade deal is successful, and 52% of the pharma index is linked to US policies. It makes it risky, but I feel that personally India is much more preferred instead of China to become the world capital for pharmaceutical. So I feel that it is not very risky compared to the IT index. Personally, I am not a great fan of index funds, so I will not invest in this NFO. But I personally invest my money in DSP Healthcare Fund and it is an active fund. Talking about suitability for different investor types, if you are a conservative investor or you are a balanced investor or you are a goal oriented investor, then you can start a SIP or lump sum in this NFO. If you are a passive investor and you invest in passive funds, I will humbly request you to please try active mutual funds because they give you better return. If you're an active investor or a young investor, or even if you're an aggressive investor, you can skip this NFO and you can go for large cap actively managed mutual fund. If you're a diversified investor and you have allocated good percentage of your portfolio to gold, large cap, mid cap, small cap, and real estate, you can ignore this NFO. But if you want to get an exposure to the pharma sector, then you can allocate 5% of your portfolio to this index fund. If you're a speculative investor and you want to trade for the short term, you can skip this NFO because this scheme will not give you bumper returns. If you want to read about the scheme details for this DSP Nifty Healthcare Mutual Fund, I have attached them in the description of this video. Before ending the video, I'd like to promote myself that if you want to book any consultation, you can connect with me on LinkedIn. Note that I'm not a certified financial advisor yet, so I won't recommend specific stocks to buy or sell, but I will provide valuable perspectives on what I would have done if I was in your position to make you informed decisions on your portfolio and try to generate a return of 12% or more on your portfolio. So that's a wrap on today's NFO deep dive. We have considered the numbers, dissected the story, and now it's your turn. What do you think? Drop your thoughts below, hit that subscribe button, and let's keep decoding the market together. Hope you like this NFO review. Thank you. This is Rupi Raja.